Hello everyone, my name is the Radman, and we are here for episode, I believe, let's see, 5 or 6, one of those two. And as you can see, I have some money. I've refertilized the fields, and I ended up selling off most of the canola to be able to actually afford to refertilize and all the stuff. Like, yeah, that was the only major cost I had, but man, with that one trailer of wheat, we got $5,000, and I spent it by the end of the harvest, and I actually had to sell some canola just to make it by for the rest of the harvest. Which is, if you guys can't tell, canola is the most efficient thing to sell, but out of all my 3 fields, I only got, I think it was 4 trailers of it, plus about 17% of a trailer. So yeah, you have to farm it a lot more to get the same amount as if you're farming another crop. And also, I'm going to actually do an experiment today. I kind of thought, I don't know why, but I've kind of got it in my head that you can do something a little bit special with the seeder that you get, but I might be confusing it with a different seeder from a previous game. I'll have to check. So the first thing we're gonna do is I'm gonna show you guys what I'm going to be doing and what I'm going to be buying. So we have this $24,000 trailer. We're not actually gonna buy it though because we'll only have $4,000 left. What we're gonna do is go over here, and we're gonna come over to my mods, and I found a modded one that they call it John Deere, but it's the default trailer renamed John Deere, and it's only $19,000, so we're gonna buy that. And using the money we have left over, we're gonna come buy this guy who we don't quite have enough money for yet, but we can fix that. What we're gonna do is we're gonna sell this vehicle directly. So if you remember, a few episodes ago we looked at it and we would get about, I think it was $3,000 from this. So we get $4,000 from selling it directly, and we don't have any other vehicles to sell directly. So now we can go into here, go back into the mods category, and buy, why did I put it over there? And we can buy this guy. And yeah, get a red one just because red's my favorite color. And now if you notice, we have one of these guys who will sell for about $4,000. But if we bring him over here, he'll sell for about $5,000. So what I'm going to do is now I'm going to drive him over to the shop, because if you sell the vehicles at the shop, you get a bonus as compared to selling them over, you know, off of that little pad on the ground. And I always try, if I can, if I'm going to sell something, I always try to get the best price for it, and the most effective way I've found to do that is always go to the sell vehicle directly location. And it looks like now we're probably gonna have to actually before the end of the next harvest sell something again, because it takes, I think I figure in about $6,000 to harvest the 3 fields once. So yeah, now we'll sell you. Yeah, see, he would have sold for about 4,000 because he basically cut the buy price in half, and we got 5,000 out of him. So now we have almost 2 harvests worth. Did I just buy 2 overloaders? No, I didn't. Huh, I thought I bought 2 overloaders for some. Okay, it's psyching me out because I've always looked at that green on that store page and I didn't realize you could color it. Now I'm gonna keep thinking that I have the wrong thing. Oh, I guess I did. I did put a little John Deere decal on it, and good. We're not gonna have problems with turning radius. I like this mod actually more than that other one because it has it looks a lot nicer, is what I mean. Because if you see, holy crap, that's a range. Wow, that's a big range improvement on the old one. And yeah, now that we're not going to be selling any crops, I'm going to speed up time because I still have to wait for the crops to grow. Oh my gosh, he might not even be able to drag it up the hill. That is one thing that I actually like about this, if you notice. Oh, we're actually having wheel slippage, I think. Um, yeah, if you notice about this game, it actually takes into account gravity and horsepower a lot more if you haven't noticed that, because like, yeah, I'll just show you when we get on the straightaway. If I brake, in the other games, you could brake and you'd be stopped. In this game, you can actually, like, if you haven't noticed, I sometimes, especially in time lapses, if I'm not paying attention because I'm like listening to music or something, I usually slide past the combine because of the extra weight of the trailer behind my tractor, which I think is a nice little touch. And yeah, now we'll get this guy who has, we'll just go fill him up with wheat to see what his capacity is, because I don't want to check the store page, because I'm sick of the store page. I've been looking at it for like all the time. Oh yeah, and if you look up at my money, you'll notice it's going down. Albeit, okay, it goes in kind of leaps and bounds. And if you're new to the game, you probably won't understand what that is for. But yeah, now if we look at the expenses, vehicle running costs are payments on repairs on all your vehicles. And if you look at sometimes the modded tractors don't have this, but yeah, you see there's maintenance. So this tells you over all day how much you'll pay per tractor to keep it maintained, which I guess is their justification for not having like damage included or anything. And my gosh, we might need a bigger tractor. We might have to go find a modded tractor that's a little bit bigger than this little guy. He's kind of struggling. Wow. Oh, I'm gonna look at modded tractors real quick. I didn't realize that was such a huge trailer. Well, I'm glad I don't have enough. Oh, tough. Yeah, some of these mods are not very well priced. Except you can take advantage of that if you're like me and don't really care. But you have to watch some of them too, like these $300,000 ones. I think you can get better deals than that. Okay, I'm sorry guys, I'm just trying to see if I sell off this little tractor, if there's even one in the price range I'd be looking for. So, I pretty well need to get about $50,000 off this little tractor, which is never going to happen, to be able to buy a bigger tractor with it. So, yeah. Okay, I guess we'll fill it up with grain and see how it hauls it, and if it doesn't, we'll save the game and then try out the John Deere, and if the John Deere turns out to be a piece of garbage, we'll just deal with this guy until we've made enough money to upgrade the tractors. That is the one problem, is the tractors and combines are a good deal proportionally more costly than other vehicles. And what I mean by that is it takes a lot more like saving to invest in a tractor in a combine, for instance, than a tractor, and it takes a lot more to do a tractor than a trailer, as you can see, because one harvest bought me 2 trailers with selling both trailers I have now. And this thing holds 19,000, which we might pull out that little overloader now and see how much it loads, because I don't know, I kind of want to see. Yeah, I kind of want to see if I get the overloader up to 100% and then I put it in here. I don't have anything to use wood chips, and what you've just seen is a great demand. That's what I was hoping for before, but for some reason they don't seem to trigger very early in the game. It seems you have to be playing the game for the equivalent of about 2 to 3 harvest cycles. We might even be on the 4th one actually before they'll trigger, and that just means that you get more money for your thing. And I also kind of want to see if this trailer can actually function as a regular overloader or if it is strictly tipper. Okay, switch that. I want to see if it'll function as a tipper, not just strictly an overloader. So this thing holds about 15,000 and that one held about 19,000. So yeah, we'll have a bigger capacity. That'll be awesome. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this spout out and we're going to see if it starts automatically unloading. Does not. But I can, oh, okay, just for the sake of realism, I'm going to back up a little. That's something else I was wondering, because I was thinking if I got a bunch of these cheaper trailers, but that have a good capacity, I could just chain them all together and make a train that way, but I don't know. I don't know if you guys can, wow, wow. Oh, okay, okay. I thought there wasn't even a pipe to begin with. I was like, wow, mod maker. But yeah, that's fine, I guess. Yeah, I hadn't realized that these trailers could actually be overloaded. I mean, unloaded like a tipper. That's what I was trying to say. Obviously, my words are escaping me today, though. So yeah, what I'm gonna do is, what did I might have just planted wheat again. Shoot, I wanted to get some barley. Because the price of barley was going up and down earlier. Yeah, and as time goes on, we should see the prices start to actually fluctuate more noticeably than they have now. And I kind of want to plan ahead because I kind of want to get into baling, but I don't want to buy that. I'm really glad I don't think I had enough money for that. And yeah, as you can see, these are all, even the little Dawn, even this little thing that's a chopper is a good deal more than our budget right now. Except for this guy, he's like the exception. He's that one that a mod maker makes and he knows it's bad, so he marks it down. And then there's this thing that's like, actually he's not too up there, except I don't know. I don't know, some mod makers, they either overvalue their tractors or undervalue them, I think. So now what we're going to do is we're going to save the game, and if you can't tell, this episode is all about buying and like manipulating the store to your advantage. Which I guess you wrong tractor. I guess you technically could do this if you think about it in the way that you could probably test drive a vehicle. I don't think they'd let you, buy a vehicle with cash and then say you don't own it and you want your cash back. But I think they would let you like test drive it for horsepower and stuff. So I guess technically this isn't cheating. Of course it is manipulating the system, and honestly I would be very sad if they made this game autosave to where you couldn't do that anymore, because that's kind of one of the things that you have to do if you use mods especially. And even with some of the in-game equipment, you kind of just need to test it out to see what you think of it and whether or not you want to. Oh, that's 22,000. I thought we'll only sell for like 10,000. So yeah, we should be able to we'll be able to afford actually 2 of these guys. So we'll buy one, see how it works. And if it works well, we'll buy another one. And it looks, oh no, my keyboard's gone out on me. Shoot. There's a way to fix this. Oh. Oh no, what? Oh, I probably enabled something, didn't I? Lovely. Okay, shut it off. Looks like my keyboard's gone out. Crap, what did I do? I'll be right back when I fix this. Okay, guys. Yeah, I think I figured out what happened. I used Control-Delete to get out of the game, and unfortunately, it looks like all my keyboard is working. I checked it out. That's why I was able to, turn on my flashlight, which won't turn off now. Seems like for some reason all the keys can only be pressed like once before they become ineffective. But this is why you are careful with, this is why I don't want an autosave feature, guys. Because if you put this in your world thinking that's a good mod, and then this happened to you, you're in trouble. I'll be right back. Hey guys, I'm back. So yeah, you can see what mods can do now. Let me just give you an idea of how bad that mod actually was. Oh, but it doesn't tell me the prices. I know that John Deere by the price. Shoot. I was gonna delete it entirely, but I don't know which mod it was. Anyway, yeah, so that's why if there's something that is $10,000, be really careful if you download it. I mean, no, if you buy it in game, because as you can see, our money's reset because I decided not to save before I sold that tractor. I'm really glad I did though, because yeah, I ended up having to do Control Alt Delete. I'm in Windows 7, so it may not work in Windows 8. Anyway, I had to do Control Alt Delete. I had to start my task manager, and my window on my screen that Farming Sim takes up, it's a little bit windowed on my screen because of the settings, because I have dual monitors, so I can monitor like software and stuff at the same time, like uh, the Elgato software if I'm recording with the Elgato, stuff like that. But anyway, I had to start the task manager and drag it over onto the second screen and end Farming Simulator to get it to come back to life, because I could look around all I wanted, no keys. I couldn't press any keys in game and have them do anything. And yeah, it wasn't my keyboard after all. It was just this tractor has got to be cursed. There's a reason it's only $12,000, and that's why I say be very careful with buying really discounted mods. They are usually if not garbage, they are usually game breaking. You'll see combines like that and you'll be tempted to think, "Oh, I can just buy this. It's only $10,000 or $12,000." But you'll end up with a hunk of junk. And yeah, if you're lucky, like I've had my game freeze before. So shutting off all the keyboard controls, which is admittedly annoying, is worth it for knowing that's a bad tractor. And since we know that's a bad tractor, we're just going to take a look. So if we want to buy the next level up of tractor, we need to save about $50,000, or if we dare trust a mod again, which unfortunately you do get quite a few bad ones. Okay, so it would actually be worth it to us, I think, to buy the in-game tractor at least for now. Just because, as you guys can see, you have to be a little bit leery of those modded tractors. Plus, the price range actually makes sense now. And yeah, I'll be probably trying to find out which mod that is and getting rid of it. Oh yeah, also another thing. If you look on your map, you can see that the biomass heating plant is actually flashing, and for some reason so am I. I don't know if that's a glitch. But yeah, you can see that that's flashing, and if I minimize my window in the top left, you can actually see an arrow pointing to the biomass heating plant. Speaking of that, I don't know. I don't think there's any way to collect silage. Oh, I just remembered something. Oh, by the way, these are wood chips. Wood chips. I think if you have one of those, I kind of want to buy one of those now. What I'm thinking of, guys, is one of these guys. I'm not even on them. I'm already talking about them. One of these guys, I kind of want to buy one now. Just because when I tried it out, it's either... No, it's this. This is advertised as being able to pick up... what's the symbol for wood chips in the store again? I forget. I don't sell them. Okay, so yeah, so that is actually advertised as being able to pick these up. So I think we're gonna buy it and try it out, just because I won't lose that much progress from trying it out. And yeah, I need to reset it now. Sorry, but if you don't like these episodes. Just know it is a little bit hard to do Farming Simulator episodes and keep them interesting episode after episode, especially if you record them in chunks. Like I don't do that as much anymore, just because after having over 10 episodes of backlog of Borderlands 2, I kind of decided against it in the future, which I'm trying to, actually keep my series varietied, or however you turn it on. Holy cow. Okay, it's registered as a harvester. That's good to know. And is it on the... Oh my gosh, it isn't even on the ground. If I put it on the ground, can I still... Okay, that's weird. I get more control pushing it like this. And I have to actually go eat breakfast, so we'll just turn it on, see how it works. I've had this problem before. That's what you get if you buy a wood chopper. If you buy a wood chopper, you can't actually use this tractor. You have to buy the next tractor over it. So yeah, useful to know. I didn't know it. It really ticked me off. Anyway, let's get him hooked up and try him out. I'm not too worried about going to breakfast, so because yeah, I usually have if you guys probably have had oatmeal, right? Yeah, if you have oatmeal, that stuff stays hot forever. So yeah, I'm not too worried about it getting cold. Let's just see. Do you have enough power? Yes, you do. I was gonna say, if this thing doesn't have enough power, this is probably not worth it then, because it's just a power hog. Okay, yeah, so that is really cool, actually. So, let's see if it can... Oh, you have to actually be careful, it looks like, though. So yeah, for $3,000, you can use this thing to pick up wood chips, which, if you combine this with the... If you combine this with the mod that allows you to dump grain all over the place, this would actually be a really good combination of mods. We can turn that on and lift it up. Actually, we'll just leave it there. I'm not even doing wood chips, so I don't need to worry about pulling trailers and stuff in. But yeah, we'll just actually take a look at that. I don't think it supports the grain, so I think it only supports the ones you're supposed to have on the ground. Yeah. So the supports, I think that's the silage. That must be bales. It must support bales. But yeah, it looks like it supports like if you have grass or manure on the ground. Okay, what is this thing anyway? I don't know. Okay, what I'm going to do is I think that's actually a worthy investment, because I kind of want to go sell these wood chips. So I think the last thing we're going to do is buy this. Of course, I forgot it resets the store every time. We're going to buy this thing just because I want to know what it is. And then I'm going to play with it after I go eat breakfast. And then we will sell the wood chips so I can show you guys where the biomass heating plant is and how to offload to it. And then I'll see you in the next episode. So yeah, I'll be right back. Okay, so yeah. Hello, I'm back. Well, let's go see what this thing is and find out about it. And there's still... Oh my gosh, Giants. In Farming Sim 2017, you need to fix that. Well, that'd probably be the lighting engine. Wait, which side does it even attach to? Okay, it attaches... That's weird. Usually the one it resets on is the one it attaches to. Like, I mean, like, if you saw that chipper when I picked it up, I had to come in from behind the shed, not in the front. But yeah, what is this thing? Activate, detach, what's this thing? So it goes up and down. Does it go left and right? Does it have... Okay, so it goes up and down with these. V is lower, obviously. Oh, it's got a little... That's a little hook, I think. F9S6 X. So this might be part of a mod of something else. This might be like an integral part of some mod. And I'm gonna slow down time because we're ready to harvest. I don't know. I don't get it. Makes absolutely no sense. I guess if you guys know what this thing is, tell me, and by golly, if it's useful, we'll use it. Oh, wait, let me see. I don't know if it'll support wood chips, but almost wonder if it has something to do with wagons. That reminds me, can the John Deeres be chained together? Because they're a pretty decent size. It looks like they can. The reason I'm wondering this, by the way, is because it almost looks like that's like a pin almost. But yeah, I don't see any like attaching options or anything, so I don't know. Yeah, but I'm gonna sell it though because as it is, I don't have enough money to make it through the harvest, so I have to go sell off those wood chips. And yeah, we'll be keeping that silage thing though, because that's actually really useful, because I was afraid that I was gonna have to resort to using a loader, which they aren't that bad, but they're pretty slow. And the other thing I could have used was one of those conveyor belts, which we'll probably actually get that set up sometime. We'll probably set it off like to the side or something, and then have all three of those bins have like their own conveyor belt for loading up and unloading, stuff like that, you know, just to make it go smoother. But yeah, I'm going I don't know how much time I have left. I didn't keep track of this. Wait. Oh no. No. The great demand ended because I was having speedy time on. Oh, that stinks. That really stinks. We'll go sell this crap anyway, though. Are you kidding me? Well, I don't want them, and there's only one place that buys them, so we'll just go sell them anyway. Plus, that'll make us enough profit to, you know, make it through one more harvest. And this one's actually really simple. You just follow this road down, and it's actually not this building complex you can see through the trees. It all actually is that, I don't know. It's really hard to tell this place at night sometimes. Yeah, over there's a shop, and the biomass heating place is just down the road. And I'm gonna have to. I almost want to keep using this tractor. It pulls this wagon a lot better than that little tractor, but I need it on the cultivator. So yeah, I might look at doing stuff. As you can see, I haven't been here before because I didn't have any wood chips, and we'll just see how accurate of a selling space this has. So yeah, I know I can sell them here. Okay, good. I was gonna say, I hope that's not like a very specific offloading area. But yeah, now we made, I think that was about $4,000, if I remember what. No, we only had 4,000. What am I talking about? So we made almost $10,000 off not even a full load of wood chips. So even when the price is down, because one of the kind of adverse effects of a great demand is it drives the price down afterwards. But if you can sell a lot of crops during a great demand, if it's like 2 or 3 times the normal price or the other highest selling price, you will drive down the price a little when you sell it, but that's only if you have like multiple trailers to bring. But I'd still sell them all until, of course, you drive the price down so much that you're getting the regular rate. Then I'd just save your crops for later, because by the time you actually sell that much, you probably made 100,000, 200,000, 300,000, 400,000 dollars of profit. So yeah, there's quite a big profit margin if you do great demands, but I wouldn't recommend. I will say though that after a few harvests, you will get to the point where you won't need to be selling crops quite as often, because you'll be able, if you sell one harvest, you'll have enough crops left over from it for another one. And yeah, as you can see, I'm using Auto Combine still. I love Auto Combine, and I haven't been able to find the load status mod, so I'm gonna harvest this off camera. Yeah, I'm gonna have to actually, cause I don't have enough time to record it all in one right now. Yeah, I really don't. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next episode, and by the next episode, I will have replanted again, and we're gonna try and get one of, where is he? There he is. We're gonna try and get one of these guys. He's 18,000, so we're not very far off him. We of course will have a little bit less when we actually sell all of our stuff that we have. And yeah, we do have these, but these are all for, that's for the case. Yeah, these are all for combines that we don't have, and they're all more expensive than we can afford now. So yeah, we're not gonna try using a modded combine quite yet. I do kind of want to though, just because I do think it's a little fun to use mods for combines and stuff. But anyway, yeah, next time we'll be trying to get into corn, because I don't know if I told you guys, but the seeder that we have now can actually plant corn. I'll show you. If I'm pressing O, by the way, as you can see, it goes all the way to corn and sugar beets even. I think that's taking like 2 or 3 planters and putting them all in one. I think we're gonna plant barley. I just kind of want to experiment. I can't remember. It might have been in 2013 though, but one of the farming simulator games had a self-cultivating machine, and this looks a lot like it. But I'm not sure if this is, yeah, that's not, okay, I was getting that confused with a different generation. Let's see if this has one actually though, because if you can actually get one like that, you can eliminate the cultivator, and then you can only be paying one worker, which makes it a lot nicer. Yeah, there we go. This is what I want, except it's 52,000. We'll only get about, what's half of 15? I never, about $8,000, $9,000 for it by the time we take it down to the depot. So yeah, we'll have to save up for one of them too. There's our little, I guess these are just specialized or something, because oh, this one can plant these, but once you upgrade it, these other ones can't. That's actually really annoying actually. Wow, so if we upgrade, we have to actually go and buy one of these. I had not realized that actually, guys. Yeah, that's what mods are for. I can tell you that's what mods are for. So we're just gonna take a look at our sewing machine, see if I happen to grab one of these. You can sow fields. Looks like all of these are just the default, and then this is when it starts getting wacky. Most of these doesn't. Does that say direct air seed? But it's really expensive. Oh, that one's not as expensive. I was looking at the wrong one. Got 50,000, 30,000. Most of these are really stinking expensive. We got this that doesn't even tell us what it can seed. This one is pretty good. It's about what we have now, except it doesn't do sugar beets. That's the other thing it doesn't do. I don't know what that is. This must be one of those multi-crop ones. Oh yeah, regular multi-crop I think is what this is. Yeah, that looks like that's, no, that's regular. Yeah, that's multi-crop. Okay, that makes sense, because yep. Anyway, thanks for watching. I have been the Radman, and I will see you in the next episode when we will, what was I saying we were going to do again? I just forgot. Oh yeah, we'll probably see if this thing attracts dirt or not, because I kind of want to see if it does. And we will also try and save up for a new corn header, because and then after that I think we'll try getting into forestry, because once you get into forestry, a lot of this waiting time for crops will become non-existent because you'll be too busy cutting down trees. Yeah, that's how it works. This game goes from straight from I'm so bored. I gotta wait for my crops to grow, to, oh man, I'm making so much money off these trees. And yeah, if you look in here, I was saying earlier about fertilizer a few episodes ago, you can see just how fast this thing fills up now. And I really want to upgrade it now. That's such a tiny header. Erg! Anyway, I better go now. I will see you in the next episode. My name has been the Radman. Goodbye.